Hey everyone, Corey here. Coming in to do my recordings for the month of December. This is for the monthly messages, channeled messages, energy reading. And so please remember this doesn't replace any medical psychological advice. This is to be taken as a general, a form of entertainment. I'm not working with you even personally one-on-one. And so what's been coming up now, this is for Leo. Sorry, this is Leo's reading. And so for the Leo energy, what I do have coming up for you, whatever was blocking the flow, whatever was blocking the chi, whatever was blocking the good stuff from coming in your life has finally starting to, I feel like it's like, there's just this energy that's just kind of starting to shift, starting to make a turn. And I feel like there is, and I got the Hierophant, and she looks like she is in like full ceremony. She's at her table. She's got all that she needs to break the karma, to let it go. And to me, she's really representing, she looks like that Isis energy to me in this card. And so she's really representing for me that whole essence of the divine coming into to help guide you through, to release, to let go, and a time of transformation, writing new soul contracts or releasing old karma, old karmatic ties, breaking free of old energetic cords and threads. The rest of December, or a good part of December, is for that. And I feel like as we come up into the full moon, that's on the 19th of December, it's like you are here to put that focus into there and then just shift into, because we are, we are going into winter solstice. We're going into that more darkness energy. And I just feel like or we are in it, and it's like, and then we start to shift back into more light. But it's like the winter season, that time of staying home, comforted, spending time with ourselves. We do have some retrograde energy that comes in, I believe, in December as well. And so I feel like it's like there's a lot of things that is get it done now. Get it done now in December, and then January, it may feel like a little bit slower energy for you, but it's not that things are going back to the way things were. I really want you to remember this. Just because it seems like things may feel like the beginning of this whole pandemic stuff that we went through and all of that energy, just because beginning of January may feel like it doesn't mean we're going all the way back into there. And that your career, your life, the expansions in your life still feels like something is shifting and moving forward for you. It's like you're not going to be so challenged, or the energy that's challenging you feels like you've had to really be on guard. And I don't know if this is just since like October, November. I can't remember when this shift would have happened to you for you right now, but I just feel like it's definitely has really challenged you in a lot of ways. And I'm going to go back here for a second, because I was looking at some of I also had out 3 tarot cards that I was channeling through your energy with, and the yellows and the reds. And so I really picked up the power and the rooted and grounded. And so it's his little red hat he's wearing. He's in reverse, but it's like that little red hat that he's wearing. That's what was drawn to me. And I looked behind, and that little red bulb. And so that little red bulb is also there. And this is Grandma's First Christmas. That's on mine. And I'm like, for some of you, you may be getting grounded and rooted into some life changes, like becoming a parent or a grandparent, like finding out those things, but some sort of ancestral continual or some ancestral line, but also some release of some ancestral karma, some old stories. Giving birth to new is what's coming up for me. I feel like you're giving birth to new. And then I have the Page of Air, and her arms are wide open, her wings are out, and that's in the Good Tarot by Colette Barry. And so it's like her wings are open, she's throwing her head back, she's letting all caution go to the wind and just setting herself free. And I feel like that's kind of, in the hands of God, like we're just having to surrender it all over, just give it all up, just give it over, and just trust the universe to bring forth. And both of these cards, the Hierophant and the Page of Air, for me, what they do, they both have their, like, they're both open in the heart or open in the chest. So open in the solar plexus, open in the heart, open in the sacral energy. I just feel like they're opening up. So they're opening up to trusting, opening up to being able to just open your heart to new, opening up to to just the world. I just feel like you're opening up to a new world. And I keep seeing the sheep around you for some reason. And I'm like, it's like you don't have to become a part, it's like you don't have to become a sheep and you're a lion. Don't put yourself, you don't have to become a sheep and throw yourself to slaughter. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. And I feel like opening your heart doesn't mean sacrificing, it doesn't mean overgiving. It means that you're opening your heart to the universal energy that is trying to restore your chi, restore that life force energy that just brings you back to life, that illuminates you again, that gets you going again, that just ramps you up, to get you that purr back in you, get you content, the sense of contentment and peace, and that you can actually sit back. You're just like, you've been guarding your pride, guarding your people, guarding your stuff, taking care of things, being the person in charge for a long time. And now it's time to be able to sit back a little bit with this and be able to just enjoy. And so I have the 8 of Fire and I have the Queen. Oh, you got some, hey, you and Aries are sharing cards. So I had the 6 of Earth, the Queen of Fire, and the 8 of Fire, all for Aries as well. And I'm like, there's some shared energy. I feel like this, because I'm doing all fire signs, is what I've been recording here tonight. And so I feel like she's like, the panda bear is just like, there's a panda bear in this. I love this colors of this deck of cards. And I don't often see people talk about the good tarot, and I love the good tarot. And so this is, see this illuminating light that's in the dark, and there's always that light. And it's like ready to just take on new adventure. And our imagination can take us to places that are either fear or faith. And so if it's so easy to go to fear, and it's so easy to go to what could go wrong, why can we not turn around and start to let our imagination start to create a beautiful world and go to what's right, go to, what's impossible, go to the, it's like that panda bear energy is really coming up. It's like white and black. It can be both. We have both we have all aspects of, feminine, masculine, good, the bad, the light and the dark. We have all aspects. So if we have all aspects, can we not find that balance in between and start to turn towards more of the light than the dark? Why can we not just, right? So making the turn and just coming out. And I just feel like you see the trail of light following. So there's this like being guided by the light, being directed to be time to go in a new direction, that, it's like that charge for the 6 of Earth is, very decorated, very knowing. And there's a lot of little geometry, the geometric patterns that are in here in these globes. So there's a lot of animal spirit. There's a lot of spirit here, and animals always know the direction, really much learning to trust your instincts, to be present with that. And there's great magic that comes with this horned energy. And there's a lot of outgrowth, and there's a lot of expansion, and there's a lot of directions. And it's just saying, these antlers have more than a purpose of just being there. And this shows a lot of wisdom. They speak of wisdom. And so using the wisdom of knowing where you have been to battle, been to war, been in the dark, been through hell and back, been wherever. And now you're on that path, on that journey of coming forward. And you also have the Queen of Fire, and she's powerful. I mean, she ties ultimately into that fire energy, and just knowing that passion, that passion, that desire, that drive of just, and a knowing she don't have to sometimes always listen to the pack, that she knows to go her own direction. She knows which way she's going, and she knows that she can trust. And so she's looking at us like, hello. And she's also wearing her horns. She's wearing her wisdom. The Hierophant is wearing hers. There's a lot of that's coming in here. And this upside down in the tarot of the 9 of Cups, that's being, guarding our emotions. It feels like you finally don't feel like you have to be guarding. You don't feel like you have to be watching over, and just being able to finally come to that place of setting yourself free. And I'm like, that little fat little man, got to get it away. So when the ego moves aside, when all of the unhealthy ego, when the unhealthy aspects of the ego move aside, when the psyche of, the psyche of the ego is healed, when we start to really truly understand the power of the will and the aspects of the solar plexus energy, that we understand power doesn't need to be powered by control, that power in the power of love and the power of light and the aspects of light and love and sound and the vibrational energy of shift and change, is that we can let go of some of the more emotional energy. But I also have the sense that for some reason, I feel like for some of you, you may have some guarded energy. So someone trying to water down your dreams or trying to neutralize your fire and to keep it down. And it's like, no, I'm not even going to go to war. I'm not even going to fight for this. I'm not even going to fight them on this. I'm just going to keep going my way, doing what I do, showing up and being present for me. And that's so important for you this month, Leo, for those born on Leo sign. It's so important for you to do that, for you to stay on that path and that journey, and to just know where you have been and you know where you're going. So there's a confidence that's coming with her. She's strong, she's confident, she's powerful, she knows her direction, and she's accepting her imperfections. And so we have imperfectly perfect, which is Gemma. She's an attitude. So she's been trying to perfect things. Pride has been a big overriding aspect, like the unhealthy sense of pride and not a healthy sense of pride. And that, once we can flip this and turn it, it's like we let ourselves see that we are divinely perfect the way that we are, and we can keep growing from there. We can keep developing our life from there. We can keep going from there. And then you got the stargazer, which is Frida, and she's on top of her world, and sometimes just can't see that you're already on top of the world. So the world has provided everything that you need. You have everything that you need. Everything is in your hand, and it's just waiting for you to be able to look up and forward, and just know that your world is moving forward. Your life is moving forward. Things are moving forward. And this is from my deck of the Everyday Goddess Oracles. And whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. We all have feminine energy. And so I feel like for December, you're being asked to use the strength of your feminine energy to help project you forward going into January, because it will serve you well to allow yourself to be softer, kinder. And for some reason, I see some like licking their paws, like something you got to lick your wounds, got to lick those battle wounds, something you're not always right. And it's like, it's like you didn't win everything. You didn't get all your own way, but some things you weren't meant to win. Some things weren't meant to go your way, and it's going to be okay. And, it's like, just get healthy, get well, and get ready to get moving. So that's your message. Much love, and I'll see you in January. Bye-bye.